Hi everybody, this is Donna Irvin and welcome back to my Big Tip Friday. And today is the last day of Self-Care Month. As you know, that was last month because we are actually in December now. And today I wanted to talk to you about creating your own self-care plan. And this is the exciting part. Now so far, let me kind of backtrack a little bit, guys. So far, for Self-Care Month in November, we covered several different things. Number one, we covered about what self-care is, the benefits, and how to get yourself back into alignment, right? And number two, we actually did a meditation practice that can help you pretty much deal with stress and help you feel more focused. And then number three, we did yoga poses for your body and mind. And I actually wanted to do a couple more things, but it ended up to where it kind of got out of hand, so I didn't get a chance to go through everything. But if you stay tuned, I'm going to give you a few other self-care tips that you can put into your own routine. So for now, guys, I wanted to talk to you about creating your own self-care plan. And the thing is, it's very easy to do, and by having a self-care plan, it can really help you enhance your health. It can help with your well-being. It can help with your stress. Plus, it's just overall great for your body and mind. Okay, so I encourage every single person that's listening to this to really think about what kind of self-care plan you want for yourself, and then you can start planning that out. Okay. Now, of course, self-care plans can be customized. Now, I know, because everybody's different, and we're all not going to be doing the same thing. I mean, what might work for me may not exactly work for you. So you gotta kind of play with it and kind of test it out and see what's going to work for you and what isn't, right? I mean, that's how I started out. Okay, so that's a really good way to do that. And the ideas are really, really endless. And there's so many things that you can choose from. But keep in mind, okay, when you do this, keep it simple, because I don't want you guys to go, oh, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, I could do this, and then you end up with a self-care plan that's like complicated. And if it's complicated, you're most likely not going to do it, okay? You're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to feel like, oh, I can't do this, and you quit. So keep it very simple. And so before we get into the plan, guys, I want to quickly look at the aspects of self-care. Okay, we have mind, we have body, and we have spirit. Okay, those are the three main key points you want to keep in mind when you think about self-care. Now, these activities and suggestions, I just want to mention this because there's there's a whole slew of other things you can do, but these ideas and these suggestions are really just a guide for you, okay? It's important that you choose activities that really you have an interest in and that really resonate with you. Because the thing is, if you pick, what I found, if you pick a self-care plan of action and you want to do, say, like meditation, okay? Some meditations may not work with you, like some yoga may not work, okay? If it doesn't resonate with you, do not include it, okay? Because it's just not going to work. You want to include something that you're passionate about. You want to include something that's going to keep you motivated each and every single day, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up a diagram, and you can see this on the screen. I'm going to share with you a couple of the aspects of this. And let me just bring it up on my computer here, and you'll see it over here on the screen as well. Now this one is going to be a little different than maybe what you're used to seeing, okay? And because my computer is running excessively slow right now for some weird reason, this diagram is actually from Social Work Tech. I found this on the internet. So a big thank you to them, guys, for sharing this valuable information. I think it makes it fun when you're really doing a self-care plan, okay? So what you want to do is get out a piece of paper, okay, and actually you'll be able to download this. I'm going to put a link where you can bring this up yourself. You can print it out. You can write on it, anything. So you have one for your own self to do. But I'm going to show this one. This is called Ignacio's self-care plan. Okay, obviously this is somebody else. Okay, and this diagram is just kind of an idea of what you can put in. So if you look at the top, you're going to see where it says mind, and then on the right hand side body, and then down below spirit. So Ignacio, he decided for his mind, for the self-care, he'd do meditation, take lots of breaks, music, fun, lifelong learning. He had a set of different goals, right? And you can put anything in here. I mean, you can put yoga, meditation. It's really up to you. For the body, he put things like nourishing food, tea, and I would want to suggest herbal teas on this one. Exercise. He had sleep 8 hours. We all know that sleeping 8 hours is a really good self-care goal to have. And everything in moderation. Okay, that's what he had. Now, he also had supportive people in my life, and we're actually going to block out these names simply because he had names on here, and for personal security reasons, I'm not going to reveal the names, but you can put people, supportive people in your life, like if your husband or your wife, your sister, your brother, a friend, whoever is very supportive, and only think of those people that support you, okay? Don't go off of people who don't really like support you at all. We want people that actually care for your well-being. So put those people in there. And then for spirit, okay, that would be things like, again, meditate, human connections. We connect as humans on a spiritual level as well. And self-reflection. That is actually, I like the self-reflection thing because it is really good for your spirit to every once in a while to just kind of self-reflect on what you've been doing, where you're at. And I found that it kind of really helps you to see in perspective kind of where you're at and where you want to go. And he also had fulfillment through using my awesome skills. Okay, that's a really good one. As using your skills and, incorporating that in. So this is kind of an idea just to give you. And then at the far right-hand side, you're going to see, I want to accomplish. And he had peace, serenity, control, happiness, good work, and be a good person. Now, you're probably thinking, well, Donna, that's great, but these are very generic. Okay, the thing is, this is simple, guys. I'm not trying to make this complicated for you, so keep it simple. And this is, again, this is a guide, okay? This is going to be your guide to where you want to go. So you will obviously put your own name in here, and you're obviously going to put your own self-care routines that you want to do in each individual window here. So that kind of gives you an idea. I hope that helps you guys. I know it helped me kind of lay out my own little self-care plan, so to speak, because I do a lot of different things. And the thing is, you want to you don't want to do so many things at one time that you get overwhelmed. I notice that people will all of a sudden try to go from, say, no self-care routine to all of a sudden doing 5, 6, 7 different things. You want to incorporate as you go. So maybe start with 1 or 2, like maybe start with a meditation practice, or maybe start with journaling, or just something. And then as you start getting used to your routine and you start getting that down, then you can slowly add on different things, okay? Otherwise, you're just going to get all like overwhelmed, and we don't want that, okay? Because self-care is supposed to be about that, self-care, not creating stress, all right? So after you fill this out, again, make it a part of your daily routine and set aside some time. My suggestion to you on this would be to set aside some time in your calendar, okay? And it doesn't have to be hours worth of stuff. I mean, you can start out with something maybe 5-10 minutes a day. And I mean, me personally, as you know, a big part of my life is yoga, meditation, and exercise. I really get awesome benefits from those. And those take a little bit more time for me. But again, you find what works for you, okay? So before we wrap things up, I want to give you guys a few more self-care activities that you can, just be thinking about and see what works with you. Again, you don't have to do all of these things. Just pick something that you enjoy, that it's going to resonate with you. And again, like I said, you can always add on more later down the road. So, for instance, let's look at, we can do journaling. You can do a gratitude journal. I know I've talked about this before on another one of my Big Tip Fridays, but I went into some major detail on that. You can give yourself a day off. We all don't want to be working our businesses 7 days a week, okay? Even though we love what we do, we've got to take some time off. So, and I suggest when you decide on a day off, do something you enjoy, like a hobby, maybe your favorite sport, getting out, maybe going on a hike if that's your thing. Just something you really enjoy that's going to disconnect you from your work schedule, okay? And again, exercise. That is my big thing. I love exercise. It's my passion. So I do that a lot, actually 5 to 6 days a week. And again, deep breathing. You can practice certain deep breathing techniques. And you can also, something simple as like your favorite tea or coffee, okay, if you do that. So those kind of things, something that's just relaxing, that you're taking in a moment, you're living in that present moment, and you're taking care of yourself. So those are just to name a few, guys. I know, if you would look on YouTube, you would, or the internet in general, you would get overwhelmed. Okay, that's why I'm keeping it simple. So my best advice to you at this point would be to experiment with what works and come up with the activities that you really enjoy and offers you a really good self-care routine for you, right? It's all about for you. Because again, if you take care of your mind, body, and spirit, you're going to be able to be there 100% for your family, your friends, your business, your personal life in general, everything in your life. You're going to be able to be there 100% if you take care of yourself. Okay, guys, well, I hope this helped. I know I went in a little longer than I should have, but I really wanted to get that in. As you know, this next Friday coming up, December, which we are already in, I'm going to give you just a little highlight. I did a Facebook Live. Check that out on Monday. I did that. And check that out because I'm going to be talking about some exciting ways to get your year started, 2019, in the right direction. Okay, guys, well, take care. Have a really good weekend, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everybody.